The loss of any life is a tragedy that affects everyone, hurts everyone, especially when personalities involved are those that are very, very useful. Which is why Bayelsa State was thrown into mourning when the helicopter conveying former governor of Kaduna State, His Excellency Sir Patrick Yakowa, and the former National Security Advisor, General Andrew Owoye Azazi, and their aides and pilots crashed in Bayelsa State. On this edition of Restoration Chronicles, we'll take a look at Governor HSDickson's reaction to this disaster and, of course, event that marked the departure of Sir Patrick Yakowa. Welcome to Restoration Chronicles. I'm Taribio Wilson Owefawari.
Governor HSDickson of Bayelsa State is a man in complete control of his emotions. As chief executive, he is cool, calm and collected as he goes about the business of administering the state with the sole aim of achieving set objectives. Even in the face of daunting challenges, he remains stoic and unruffled. But all these qualities unraveled recently when he went to the Federal Medical Center Yenagoa to inspect the remains of Governor Patrick Yakowa of Kaduna State. The former National Security Advisor and Chairman, Bayelsa Post-Flood Management Committee, General Owoye Azazi retired, and other victims of the Saturday, 15th December 2012 naval helicopter crash at Tombi, Okoroba community in Nimbe local government area while returning from the funeral ceremony of the father of the Special Advisor to the President on Research and Documentation, Mr. Oronto Douglas. Unable to hold back his tears, the governor, alongside service chiefs and other notable personalities, described the incident as sad, tragic, and an irreparable loss to the government and people of Kaduna and Bayelsa states, as well as Nigeria as a whole.
On behalf of the government and the good people of Bayelsa State, I extend our heartfelt condolences to the government and the good people of Kaduna State, whose governor came visiting, strengthening and deepening the bonds of brotherhood and unity, and ended up dying. For our brother and leader, the late General Andrew Owoye Azazi, Chairman of the Bayelsa State Post-Flood Management Committee, just inaugurated less than 2 weeks ago, and Chairman Designate of the Bayelsa Development Corporation, I really have no words to express the profound sense of loss and tragedy that has befallen this state and our country.
As the state continued to mourn the loss of Governor Patrick Yakowa, General Owoye Azazi and others, the Bayelsa State Governor has said he is eagerly awaiting the outcome of the investigation into the crash of the ill-fated naval chopper that claimed the lives of 6 persons. Governor HSDickson made this known while receiving the investigative team from the federal government led by the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Dele Ezioba, in Government House, Yenagoa.
At times like this, what can one say other than to say, God give it and God has taken. All that we, the little being to close to learn, draw appropriate lessons from all of this. We have lost very distinguished leaders, a colleague of mine, governor of Kaduna State, also been lost. So we talked about investigations that the president has ordered. We eagerly await the outcome. Since the incident occurred in our territory, there's any role, any collaboration on our part that is needed to aid in any of these processes, let us know.
Governor Dickson had described the naval officers who were among the dead as diligent officers who had served in the state during the flood period and commended their sense of duty and professionalism. The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Dele Ezeoba, called for the country to remain united in spite of the difficulties encountered as a result of the national loss, since according to him, despite all, we will continue to give thanks to God.
What's important is that this time the Israel is concluded not very lightly. The totality of difficulties we find ourselves in. Believing that God is infinite mercies and wisdom has a purpose for our lives. That for everything that happens to us should glorify His holy name. With these few words that I want to also say, thank His Excellency for having managed this crisis very, very professionally and having done the best within the limited opportunities to make sure that we have been able to not only gone to the incident scene, we will recover the bodies, we will have identified them, and have prepared them for subsequent activities that will follow.
People of Bayelsa State, they wanna hear, oh, pay your tax, make you pay your tax. Our good people of Bayelsa State, the rate of compliance in the payment of our taxes by our people in Bayelsa State is about the poorest compared to all the states in the whole of Nigeria. And at this rate, if urgent steps are not taken to address the situation, we will end up as one of the most economically disadvantaged states, which will in turn impact negatively on the socio-economic development of our dear state, with their consequences for our future. Should there be a consistent drop in oil revenue?
Are you saying our Bayelsa state is no longer rich? After all, we are one of the richest states in Nigeria. So what are you talking about payment taxes?
My dear, being rich as a state does not mean that you shouldn't meet your tax obligation regularly. Payment of tax is your civic responsibility and it is backed by the law.
Okay, now I see your point. It is dangerous for us as a state to continue to depend on oil to develop our states when it is glaring that the world is moving away from oil because of its harmful effect on our environment. So if I may ask, how are we going to survive now?
That is why you must pay your tax. Other states like Lagos and those without oil are surviving and doing better than us because the citizens of those states pay their taxes.
Me, I will pay my tax. And I'm going to tell my husband too to also pay his tax.
Oh yes, pay your tax today. Whether you're a doctor, lawyer, engineer, cab driver, market woman or even government worker, make it a point of duty to pay your correct tax today. Pay your tax on a better Bayelsa. This special sensitization campaign was brought to you by the Office of the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor of Bayelsa State in conjunction with the Office of the Special Advisor to the Governor on Treasury and Accounts.
Adios, amigo. Adios, my friend. The road we have traveled has come to an end. When two love the same love.
In honor and memory of the deceased, the state government organized a special valedictory State Executive Council meeting, which had in attendance the wife of the governor, Dr. Rachel Dickson, Speaker of the House of Assembly, service chiefs, traditional rulers, representatives of the Kaduna State Governor, and a host of others. Describing the death of Yakowa as shocking, Honorable Dickson said the deceased had contributed in no small measure to the unity of the country.
Governor Yakowa came visiting Bayelsa, not only as a friend and guest of the Douglas family, but also as a friend of Bayelsa State, and so he shall remain in our hearts and minds. My brothers and sisters, we have truly lost a great friend and ally, a great leader, and a great compatriot who believed in the endless possibilities and potentials of our great country. Governor Yagoba came building the bonds of unity and fraternity in our country. He was in life a bridge builder and died while doing so. May his death motivate all of us to do more, to sincerely work to unite the peoples of this country.
In his tribute, former Governor of Bayelsa State, Chief Diakriye Alameyesea, described Kaduna State as the epicenter of northern Nigeria politics, adding that during his lifetime, the late governor was able to unite northern and southern Kaduna.
He combines intellect, tact, and wisdom